I'll go through all of the latest Tesla stock news, and we'll start with this woman that bought Tesla stock at $105 per share. And here's what she says about Tesla stock now.
Is this just another distraction with OpenAI and this lawsuit?
I think it is, Dom, and I think the market will quickly turn to other issues. I mean, I thought the more important news was the announcement that they are reducing or adding incentives in China and to lower prices and increase demand. But, you know, his distractions would probably put most of us under the table, but he just moves on. And I was at the Mega Factory thanks to the folks at RBC this week. And there is a lot of promising stuff going on at that company.
What did you see that made you feel like this is something that you want to keep on accumulating?
Well, so the Mega Factory makes battery storage, basically utility grade battery storage. So these big walls of batteries that will really change the way that electric utilities operate and should reduce outages, as well as all the forest fires that we've been seeing over the years. In the Master Plan 3 presentation that Tesla made a year ago, they estimated that battery storage could account for 35% of total fossil fuel reduction. That's versus 21% for the car. Add to that, they only have a 15% market share, but they have a cost advantage of about 30% due to their vertical integration efforts and cost reductions, obviously. And so this is now the fastest growing, most profitable business at Tesla, and some estimate will be worth 1.5 times the car business in the not too distant future.
We got a bit of news from China. It looks like this is Tesla's Mega Factory site. That's Giga Shanghai, and that's the Mega Factory site. We will probably hear an update about how the construction is going on the next earnings call from Tesla. But seems like there's some progress being made right now. And while in the long term, the Megapack business will become to some degree a commodity, there is still going to be so much money made in the business. And Tesla will largely benefit from it because Tesla has the first mover's advantage. The energy business especially has huge potential if Tesla can successfully start making its own batteries on a big scale. Also, a lot of batteries are made in China, and this works in Tesla's favor because a lot of countries do not want their infrastructure to be built from products made in China. But the Chinese companies will also benefit from this transition, the companies that make batteries, because the Chinese market is also huge.
That's a huge thesis for the bull side of things. One of the reasons for the downside as of late over the shorter to medium term for Tesla has been the concerns about China. Hyper-competitive market out there right now. We have a lot of maybe even price wars, you want to call them, going on over there right now, and a slowing EV demand picture here in America. How does all that counter out? And maybe the price does reflect why those issues have become more front and center.
Yeah, no, it's a real concern. I mean, we initiated our position during the last distraction, which was the X acquisition. We bought it last January at about $105 a share. And that was a short-lived distraction. And so I think what you have to pay attention to with this company is where is the technology going and where are they going to see the growth? And if they can grow this business half as fast as they think they can, it will solve so many problems with renewables and the usage of renewables at, on a 24-hour per day schedule. And so they are already monetizing it to a great degree. It's a nascent industry. So I really think that's where investors are missing some of the focus and what they're reacting to the headlines on the slowing EV demand around the globe. And I get it. I mean, I just leased a car in the UK and it was a nightmare trying to find the charging stations, not being familiar with the territory. So
Sure.
They're not for everyone. But I think we learned people want to buy Teslas more than they want to buy EVs.
That was a nice humble brag from her, telling all of us at what a good price she bought Tesla stock. She bought close to $100, and now she's telling all of us that she's accumulating more and that it's a great time to buy more Tesla stock. If you are going to listen to someone in regards to Tesla stock, you certainly don't want to listen to someone who said, Tesla stock is at $100. It's definitely for sure going down to $20. No, you want to listen to someone who bought Tesla stock at these lower prices and stayed in Tesla stock. Someone who has first-hand experience with Tesla and Tesla stock, unlike Gordon Johnson, who refuses to even get into a Tesla vehicle with FSD. Anyway, Tesla's future is really bright. One thing that I particularly like about the mega pack business is that there's no emotion really involved when it comes to purchasing the mega packs. It's just about the numbers. Do you have the best product? Yes. Is your software the best? Yes. Is your product the safest? Yes. Is this the best value for money? Yes. Okay, done. Purchase this product. So you don't need any advertising really for this kind of thing, which works in Tesla's favor in this situation. The car business, eventually Tesla will start advertising. It's just a question of when will Tesla start taking advertising extremely seriously. This incentive just started. Customers who take delivery of a new Tesla vehicle before the end of the quarter are eligible for 5,000 miles of supercharging on their new Tesla if they trade in a vehicle. Supercharger miles will expire after 2 years from date of delivery, so you cannot keep them forever. In other words, this probably doesn't cost Tesla much at all. My guess is most people would not end up using that many miles. Some people will, but not most. Troy says that Tesla pulled this demand lever because there are massive challenges with Q1 sales. He hopes this helps. I don't think Troy is wrong in the short term. The sales right now are not looking exactly very high, but in the long term, we still have FSD, we still have the next generation vehicle. Interest rates are likely to come down later on. Tesla's energy business is still growing. Tesla still has many other projects like Dojo and of course the bot. So if the market overreacts to Tesla's Q1 deliveries and the stock dips, I will be buying some more. We just got some new numbers from China. In February, this terminal exported 43,000 vehicles, of which 23,800 were Tesla vehicles, which is slightly good news because Troy was expecting 23,000, but we got 800 more. So not a lot more, but just a tiny little bit. Ooh. California court approves racial discrimination class action by 6,000 Tesla workers. The initial plaintiff, an assembly line employee, dragged Tesla to court in 2017, and he alleged that black workers faced racist treatment. Meanwhile, Tesla has stated it does not foster a workplace rife with racial discrimination, obviously. It claimed it had fired some staff members found to be engaging in such harassment. Anyway, this whole thing comes after Tesla unsuccessfully tried to handle the matter in-house twice. Now, how serious is this problem? In 2022, a former contract worker successfully sued Tesla for racial discrimination. However, the massive $137 million compensation was slashed to $15 million. Then it was further reduced to $3 million in punitive damages on a retrial. So because the compensation was reduced, I would think that the issue is not really all that super serious. Obviously, when you hire thousands of people, you will have some bad apples, no question about it. But it's one thing to do something on purpose, and it's a completely different thing to do something by accident and then try to solve it, but perhaps not be able to solve it to a degree that everyone is satisfied with. Certainly, Tesla is not doing anything wrong here on purpose. And if there is an issue, Tesla will eventually take care of it. I have no doubt about that. In China, Tesla has released a Model Y rear seat retrofit. It adds a little bit of leg support for $410, making it a bit more comfortable for passengers. In the US, new vehicle prices in general have experienced a significant decrease over the last few months, and AJ believes that Tesla Model Y prices in the US have bottomed or very close to bottoming as competitors are running out of margin to compete. It was easy for competitors to match the initial Tesla price cuts, but now, when they cut prices, it really hurts their bottom line. Well, this is good news from the Wall Street Journal. A positive piece about Tesla. I canceled my unused subscriptions. The money I saved paid for a Tesla. That probably generated Tesla a few extra sales.